Yo, what's good, fellas? It's your host, Incognist, and we're back with another Noob to Pro series. And basically, off the recording, sorry, I figured out I did a little oopsie. There wasn't enough power, and there wasn't enough filtered water coming into these. So I added two filtration plants. So now we have the water backlogged, which is ideal and good. And I've also changed around some power stuff just to make it work. And I've added 2 sawmills, which is pretty much it. Other than that, I've been waiting AFK for the pollution to die down, and now it's only at 1%, which is brilliant. So our next step is it's quite a big one. We're gonna redo our tree farm. So what we're gonna do first is we're just gonna delete all, really. And just like that, ready, steady, and warp is gone. Our money-making method is faded. It is gone. Done and dusted. Let me just do it before the truck. Let the truck sell. Just like that. And it's gonna mess up the scrubbers, but I'm gonna have to do it. Yeah, there we go. But that should be fine. Should be alright. We'll just delete all the iron, and we'll just link this back up. About there. That should reach. Yep, all good. And we'll just link that up there. Perfect. So what we're going to do is, now that we've got rid of our tree farm, is we're going to redo it. Now, I've researched a few things. Electric water heater, so I need to do the firebox and the boiler. We've got the water pump too. Ideally, I wanted this, but it's a bit far out now. We'll get it eventually, though. Not that, the blast furnace even, sorry. Which we can still do. Oh, and I've done solar farm, because I was thinking of redoing that diesel farm, but I'm going to leave it for now. So, what we're going to do is start from scratch. Oh, I've also researched, there's one more, where is it? Industrial sawmill. Just to think of how I can lay it out, because you get more planks and such with that. So, with that newfound information, what we're going to do is we're going to start off with our tree farm. So we need to go to our tier 1 and build ourselves a tree farm controller. Now we're going to place it in the middle of absolutely nowhere, because I can. And we're going to place this pretty much next to it, I believe. Yeah, I'll build it next to it. And we'll just have a power line coming pretty much just as close as I can really get them to the limit. Just like that. Boom, bop. So, I watched this little video. Let me just find out how far that goes. There we go. So I watched this little video on the explanation of sprinklers. Now, I was really wrong about it. Basically, from there, I can put... Okay, maybe I'll place it a bit better than that. I can do 1, 2, 3, and 4. And basically, in a hex pattern, these will all grow on this sprinkler. Let me just do that. So that's 4. What I mean by hex pattern is it will grow a bit like this. And what this is just more utilizing one sprinkler, so you haven't got to build, like, you know, a load of sprinklers and water tanks and such. Oh yeah, build it like that, that'd be great. But basically works in this hex pattern where it will reach those 3 here, but it will not reach it if you build it here. But it will if you build it there. So with that newfound knowledge, what I can do is something like this. Now, I'm a bit restricted because of where I put the claw, but the method of the madness still follows. And we'll just do that, that, and that. And pretty much, these should all grow with this one sprinkler, which doesn't look like it reaches, but it just clips it. So this will work. And what I'm actually going to do as well is I'm going to build the water tank, build it here, because why not? And we'll get a water pump too, which I'll just middle mouse button one from over there. And I'll just place it just something like that. And I'm going to use better pipes this time. Because it just allows better transfer and they're nicer. They're more expensive, but they're a bit nicer to use. So just like that, and then I'm going to link that to that, which should give it power. No, it won't. Okay, brilliant. We'll delete them then. To be fair, these ones at the end should reach. So it's not a problem. See, look at that. Nearly perfect. So what I could do with this, I could just add on. I'm not gonna just yet, but I could. And this should be good enough. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a silo, an item silo, sorry, in front of this right here. That'll be in tier 2. Just go whack it one in front. I'm going to get a normal pipe. Normal pipe, where are you? There you are. I'm just going to place it like that and have that feed in to that like that. So that way we have a bit of storage of logs, which is ideal. So these sprinkle all that, which you can see by the bright green, and the dark green is what isn't getting caught. So maybe I was a bit wrong by one. That's all right. And basically from there, we are going to grab ourselves the sawmill, the industrial sawmill. Now this is how I'm going to do it. So I'm going to place one here. I'm going to place a 2-block gap in front and a 2-block gap in front. And I'm going to grab these item pipes like here and place one along there. Place some coming out like this. Same here. To all feed into the item. Just like this. Make sure they're all feeding the correct directions, which they do all appear to be. And we need steam for these to work. So the best way I do steam is through a electric water heater. Now, this may sound a bit big, janky, and scary, but it's no scary at all. So I'm going to place it here. And I'm going to place another water tank just along here. I'm actually going to turn this into a junction. And then I'm just going to have water feed in. I'll do this as a freeway just in case I decide to add any more. Now this might not reach. Oh no, it does. And we'll use this to power this. Now you have to actually click on the terminal of this one or else it will not work. And we're going to select 220 degrees. Because if we select 320, we need high voltage power. So we can only do a maximum of 220, which should be more than enough. So with that in mind, we're going to go to our tier 3. We're going to place our long fluid pipes. That's not the long pipe. Is this a fluid pipe? No, it's item pipe. We want a long fluid pipe. The reason for this is because it helps keep the heat in for longer. So a bit like this. And also the cool thing is you can just have it as long and whatever you want. Like something like this. Run it along. Because the cool and magical part of all this is if I select my normal pipes now. Actually, I'm not done. I need to do that. I need to do that. And now if I go to select the normal fluid pipes, which are there, I can just select a freeway, click it where it needs to be, and just like that, it adjoins on. And I can just click the normal ones, do the same here, freeway, and the corner at the end here, and then just a corner at the end here, and a corner at the end here. So they all feed the right way. That's what I love about those long pipes. All you got to do is remember to chase the output. Now with this, if it actually went in, we'd probably be getting water. But of course the game's a bit jank. We'll place a freeway here, make sure it goes in, and place some pipes coming along, do a little turn, and have it go in. Now we'll be generating steam through these if they were connected. We would be generating steam. There we go, they're connected, that's great. So this is getting steam at 220 degrees, this is getting steam at 220 degrees, and this is getting steam at 220 degrees. Is it? No, it's not, it's getting water. Oh dear. Hold on boys, the method of the madness was not indeed great. Hold on. We need to redo it. And now they're all full of water. But it's okay. I knew I'd forget something soon enough. Basically, we could just place this exactly back where we did before. Just a bit like that. These are the wrong way around. I'm an idiot. So we'll place it the right way around this time. Like so, and like so. Perfect. And then we'll just make sure that these outputs are indeed connected. Outputs and inputs connected even, sorry. Just like that. And one at the front here. And now this should feed in there now. Right, we'll try that again, shall we? Basically, you need to connect the hot water to a boiler. Get a boiler. Yeah, there we go, boiler. And we want to connect it. We'll have it 2 blocks out. We'll do it the other way, actually. We'll do it like that. So we want normal water in. This is where the steam comes out, which is where we want the long pipes for. So we'll go back and we'll redo our long pipes. Long fluid pipe. There we go. We'll do it backwards. And now, just like that. Just like so, fellas. Perfect. Right. So we want normal water in here, which we can grab from this. Just like so. Because it hasn't got to be pressurized or anything like that. Hasn't got to be steam or nothing. Although the only thing it has to be is intersected. So we need 2 intersect pipes of fluids. So we need a fluid intersect here and here. Blue being through. And we need an intersect. No, we don't need an intersect here. We just need an intersect on this. No, we don't. Just need a corner on this one. Just like that. We can delete that. And place one there. Have red go in. Red come out. Have that come there. And hot water needs to go into this pipe here. So, we'll do that. And then the used water can come back out. We could reuse it, but we're going to ram it with stuff, so we don't really need to reuse it. So we'll just have it go into a fluid dump just out here. I spelled liquid, that'd be brilliant, that. Liquid dump, and just have it route out through there. So, now that we've actually got it, and I'm not going insane, I promise, we'll have the water going in there. The normal water should be going in there if I actually put the turn in. Just like that. Now the water will be going in there. And we'll have steam coming out. Now the steam is going nowhere because we haven't linked it up. So we'll link the corner there. We'll link an intersect back here. We'll link an intersect there and not there. Oh, I whack an intersection there and some turns on the edges here. Just like that, and make sure they are all going the correct direction and not gathering. And that appears to be working smoothly. So, this does take a lot of oak logs in order to work. It takes about 8, but it generates how many? 16 per, which then generate a lot more. So what we'll do is we'll set another silo, just 1 block out of that. Followed by a 1 block. We'll have the planks run to there, so it's never bottlenecked. We could do the same there, but... So from that, what we're going to do is we're going to work on our craft assemblers. We need our craft assembler, which is in tier 1. And we'll do it in a line again, like we did before. So something like that. I'll actually build them a bit closer. As close as I can get it. I believe 3 will be enough. And what I can do is I can build the iron, get the iron going. Where is my iron? Iron. I'll be in here too, actually. Iron. Where is my iron? Iron drill. We'll have that. How will I have that? I'll have it going like this. We're going to leave that gap here. And it's for good reason. Because I think that I can do it through the blast furnace. Now the blast furnace, if we look up iron, we can do it through the blast furnace. No, hold on, wait. Ingot molder, blah, 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 blah. Liquid iron, and where does it say? Oh, it doesn't actually say. Oh, advanced electric furnace. I'm thinking of the wrong thing. Whoopsies. So now we'll do it through the electric furnace, as we have been. And we should have planks just gather up in there, really. That'll be alright. We should have planks gather up in here at some point. Hopefully. Yeah, so actually what I'll do, I'll build a few more of these. I think that'll be ideal. There we go. So, right, let's link all those up. Let me delete the craft assemblers first. Let's link all of these up with the tier 3s. Now we need item pipes. There we go. We'll just flow them downwards. Just like so. Make sure they are flowing the right way. We'll have that one at the end as a 4-way. We'll place a straight there. And we'll do the same again. Just go in this way. Make sure they're the same way. And we want electric furnace. Or, yeah, there we go, electric furnace. I want one there and one there as close as I can get it. And yeah, we'll just build one here. Because why not? Lol. And we just need it to be linked to power. So to link it to power, we'll place a thing there. Link that to power, link these to power as well. Just like so. And make sure those outputs are being outputted right. Yep, there you are. So there we go. That will be smelting and they will come out as a liquid. So we need our liquid pipes. And pretty much same method as we've done before. We'll just go place the junction just like this to the end and make sure they are all facing the right way. And they are. And we want a roller. Oh no, I want an ingot molder first. We want 2 ingot molders. Don't know what the best way would be for this, to be fair, but that sounds about right. Bit like that, bit like that. Bada bing, bada boom. Just like so. And then we'll have those come out. Oh, I need iron pipes. There we go. Have those come out just along here. Have this one go straight on. And then the rollers, we want 2 rollers. I'll place it a block back, might as well. We'll do 3 rollers. 1, 2, and 3. 2 and 3. And we want an intersection along the outputs. Only these ones though. So we'll go grab an intersect pipe. Intersection, where are you? And these are item pipes, so we just need the item ones. Blue is through. Red goes up and down. So blue goes through. Red goes up and down. Also matters on your orientation, but that's the way I like to remember it and place them. Let's know one of these bad boys down. Have those linked up. And they should be getting some iron ingots in them, which is great. Yep. Alright, so, and then from there, what we're going to do is then get our craft assemblers. Actually, we could put them all into a silo to begin with. I need a corner. Corner, face the right way. Get that all in there. Filling up good with planks. We want craft assemblers. And we just want them all in a line. Really? As close as we can get them. We'll start with 3. I think 3 is a happy number. And pretty much just saw the same thing again. Link them all up. So we need our item pipes, just like this. And we need to remember which one is planks and which one is nails. So I'm going to identify them by putting 2 by the planks, 1 by the nails. Just like so. I'll start by creating a main feed for the planks. Just like so. And then doing the same for nails, and then wherever they cross over, we'll make an intersection pipe. Now, I've built that in a bit of a shoddy position, so to counter that, I'm just going to have it route directly to it. It's one less intersect pipe, really. And then just have this one come over and start filling those up. Just like that. So they should be full, you should be full, and so should you. Brilliant. Now, we need to do the same for the nails. So we'll have the nails come up here. Nails, that's a difficult one. I'll have them cross over. Just like that. And then, just like that. We'll have you as that. We need you as a corner. Actually, no, we need you as a one of those. So we are going to need intersect pipes here. So let's go grab our intersection pipes. Where would they be? I just used them. Where to put them? There they are. Right, so blue goes through and red goes up and down. So that's the way I'm going to remember that. And we need 1 there as well. So we'll link those up just like that. Blue to go through. Red to go up, blue to go through, red to go up, blue to go through, and red to go up. And just like that, we have it all linked up again. So we're going to link that to nails. Oh, we need another one. There we go. So blue goes through, red goes up. And we'll just do a corner the right way, ideally. There we go. And then red goes through. Have that feed out, have that feed out. And if all is well, i.e. we get enough power and we're smelting enough quick enough, we shouldn't even have an issue. We did build this a bit compact, but not a lot I could do. Not a lot I could do. Yeah, I should be fine. Plenty of nails in there, plenty of nails in there. Right, so with that out of the way, we need to link that up to power, which is my closest power line right here in front of my eyes. I'll shift to, sorry. Why is it being buggy with me? What? What's going on with it? There we go. So now they've got power, and all the outputs will feed down here. We are actually going to research the large truck van because I'm just lazy. And that should be in this one right here. There we go. Huge truck depot. Basically, I'm just going to build it in front. No one's going to stop me. Free will and all that. There we go. That feeds in there, and we have 400 units to fill that up to, which is brilliant. Now, we are restricted by the amount of iron. So, my jammy little fix is not a great one. Since this is not growing here, we'll just go destroy those. And what I'm actually going to do is just build a big line of iron drills. Do the same thing we've done over there. Have them all routing down. I have a 4-way here. These should go up, they should go down. And then just build the 1-ways coming this way and going up. Is it jank? Yes. Will it work? Hopefully. It can be as janky as you want it to be as long as it works, fellas, alright? Tip of the day. So they are feeding up, which is good. Feeding out the right way. Now we should definitely fill all this up. Would help it first, and if it actually did feed into the things though, that would be great. That could be the other issue we're having. But there we go. That should be fine now. Should be getting a lot more nails being crafted. And in turn, a lot more chairs. So this is very easily added onto. You just place another one up this line here. Just like that. And just split off from the one before. And then just keep going. But I wouldn't recommend any more than 4 or 5. 3 is probably the most I go to. But you know, if you're finding that you're crafting all the time and you have a backlog, while they get stuck in the silos and everything, then yeah, go for it. Or you could wait until you get advanced assemblers. So, we have no backup here, we have no backup here. Which tells me that we need more trees. And more sprinklers. So we're going to place a sprinkler there. I'm going to place a hell of a load more trees. Because I want a backlog. As backwards as that's going to sound, I want to have too much. Because if I have too much, that means I can put it to more use. And if I can put it to more use, that means I can make more money. And more money means greatness. Said Einstein or something. So we have 3 sprinklers now. So that's the max capacity we have for our thingamajiggy. The water tank blob item. Yeah. Sorry, my brain's having a little fog. We've already got 26, that's great. And now they're going to sell for a lot more because of our pollution. Where is our pollution meter? There we go. We're in fact have no power. That's helpful. We in fact have 0 pollution, which is great. But that does mean if we do go too far into the minus, that is also a bad thing. Because we also lose money. I believe. And the trees take longer to grow. Oh no, you get more money I think if you're in the minuses. But trees take longer to grow. Same as having too much pollution. The trees take a long time to grow. Which is the problem. So, with that in mind, I think I'm going to use that as just a quick catch-up video. A little more of an improved version of the chair farm. I mean, it's a bit jank still, but hey, it's going to get the money in, boys, alright? It's going to get the money in. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial thing. I won't count it as a noob to pro, but who knows. So yeah, when else in Cognitus, I'll see you in the next one, boys. Hope this helps. Make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.